Okay, guys, this is about someone's health, okay? And if you want to see the reading that I did just before, that is focused on being authentic and really trusting your intuition and just moving forward despite others not receiving or maybe judging you or not understanding you, okay? So that was a really great message. But it led to this message, which is talking about the health of someone who's going to see this and also the health of the collective. And the very first thing that came up was actually from the unicorn deck. So I want to just show this, okay? The very first thing that came up was balance, okay? And I'm going to tell you what they're saying because they're actually reminding me of what I heard this morning. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. So this says, take time to relax, indulge a little more or less, set boundaries with your work. And literally what I heard this morning was, this is how the message is coming through, so just follow for a second. I was thinking about this person that reached out to me on TikTok, and they want to be part of my school platform because I do the weekly group hypnosis and channelings for my members, and it's $44 a month, by the way, if you guys are interested, and it's once a week for 1 hour. We do a Q&A, I do channel messages from Spirit for the group, and then we also teach the group how to get their own messages. That being said, the person was like worried about their work schedule and something else, it was like work schedule. But what my guide said, okay, like when I was actually getting the message from Spirit for this person, they said, and listen, this is just how Spirit is. They're going to just say like anything, like whatever's true, they're just going to say it, okay? They said, go back to your job. So let's just see how this goes, you guys. And tell your boss that you need 1 hour per week of self-care and meditation, and you're willing to work 1 hour later to make up for the time, okay? And see if they work with you. And this is going to tell you a lot about whether or not your employer actually cares about you, okay? So this is sort of a test. This is what I'm hearing. 222, as I said that. This is a test, not just for you, but for the corporate leadership, okay? If they care about the people that are making them millionaires, okay, they will adapt and you will teach them a better way, okay? If they don't care about you and you say, you know what, I just need 1 hour a week, just happens to be when the class is, but it's good for me, and they're like, you know what, okay, take your hour, go in the break room, sit on your headphones, do what you need to do. When you're done, you can get back to work. See, this is going to start opening people's eyes. You think you have to do this. You think you have to work 9 to 5. You think you have to work overnight. Do you though? And what if some other employer would pay you more to do less? Or do you understand where Spirit's going with this? So there's something about balance. Okay, you should be able to ask for what you need. Where do you want me to pull from this one? So a good employer, and I've run businesses for 20 years, you guys, honestly. We have multiple businesses. We help the people that have worked with us, and we've helped so much and so many times, and we try to be as flexible as we can be and do things for them, and that's someone who loves you, okay, who cares about you. If they don't care about you, why are you working for them? Just for your survival? We have to break out of that mentality. The reading I did yesterday said many of us will be leaving behind jobs, homes, and relationships, and friendships, or romantic, okay? Because if those frequencies in those places don't support your ascension, you don't want to ascend? You'd rather just keep your job than ascend? There's other jobs. There's other employers that will pay you and support your ascension. Yes, Lady Venus, come on, girl. Light activation, call to action, power surge, earth mission. Okay, see, if you stand up for yourself in different ways, okay, and this could look like a lot of different things for different people. It doesn't mean just go quit your job. Try to see if they'll work with you, because if they do, guess what's happening? 44, as I said that. You're teaching them. 444, you are the healer, okay? I even pulled it this morning. Healer of the ages is coming through. If you teach your employer how to do better with the collective, guys, that's a win-win. And if they don't adjust, y'all, the butterflies are coming in so strong. If they don't adjust, let them loose, okay? And I'm hearing ask Lady Venus to help you. I want to read about her, but there's another card. Hold on. Wow. Wow. Okay. Yep. Isis, reclaiming magic. Look at her. She's always so beautiful. Call back your power. What is rightfully yours. See, this is something. The reason your health is not in alignment, okay? And not just you as an individual. There's some individuals that are going to see this that need help with their health. I distinctly heard that. But the collective also is unhealthy because they're imbalanced. They need to call their power back. Isis is helping you. Lady Venus is helping you. This is star support, you guys. This is your star family, okay? Paul the Venetian, gifted one, revealing hidden talents, opportunities to shine. If you stand for one, you stand for all. Just remember that. When you stand up for yourself, you stand for all of humanity. When we bring about change in our corporate settings, okay? I'm seeing like we did a corporate retreat 2 weeks ago for a local hospital system for a department, and that was such a huge thing, you guys. It was a step, and it was a sign from my guides of change, beautiful change. And this can happen more and more and more in on a grander scale if the individuals working for these companies begin to speak up. Okay? I'm hearing, I want to read you about Lady Venus. Sorry, let me find my little book. Hold on. I'm hearing also like state employees, people who work for the state, need to start speaking up about the injustice and stand their ground. They can't run the government without you, okay? So stand up. You're in a very special, important position if you work for the state in any capacity, any state, anywhere. And it doesn't mean to be disrespectful. It doesn't mean to quit your job. It just means speak up. If you see an injustice happening to the people, say something. And just say to your upper management, hey, listen, I love my job. I love working here. I love where we live. I love this land and I support it. But if I see something wrong, I'm going to point it out. Be bold. Okay, this is how we bring about change. The previous reading pulled up Joan of Arc, and I feel her coming through again. She spoke up in defense of her country because she knew something wrong was going to happen, and she could see it in visions, okay? We're on the cusp of actual greatness, so we're not actually, I feel like on the cusp of something wonderful, but the way we're going to get it is actually exposing the darkness. So when you see injustice, use your channel, okay, to speak up, and you can do this in a loving and respectful way. This is a peaceful process. Doesn't have to be cataclysmic, right? It just means you need to speak up. I want to hear what Lady Venus has to say. 1 second. Where you at? Where you at? Sorry. 1 second, guys. I'm going to pause it till I find it once. Okay. Advanced cosmic being of ecstatic light, dedicated to helping us connect with divine wisdom. This is a call to action. She is interplanetary, representative of divine love, and a bringer of the higher consciousness that will support the ascension of planet Earth. You guys, she's the perfect one to ask for this, okay? So, the twin flame of Sanat Kumara. She is the queen of a cosmic race of light beings known as the Venetians. Venetian energy is an advanced cosmic energy similar to that of angels. They consider themselves our starry ancestors. When called upon, they can help us embark upon a personal mission to make a difference on this earth. Lady Venus, although may be a lesser-known divine master, so many may not know her, that doesn't mean she's not powerful, will be there to help anyone who wants to dedicate their life to making a difference. When her card pops out for you, your life has this potential. This is so important, you guys. For hundreds of thousands of years, those on earth have prayed for a better way. Wow, 933. We're in the year of the 9, okay? So 933, angelic support for completion of this cycle. You were born in response to those prayers. You were called to earth on a mission. Everything you have faced, overcome, and healed from is preparation for leaving a legacy. You are someone who will make a great change. So you were born in response to the prayers of your ancestors. Your ancestors wanted a better way. They sent you, okay? But if you don't speak up and you don't have balance, your body's going to suffer, number one. Number two, the collective suffers, okay? 1010, as I said that. That's a special number for our family. From my mother-in-law, but that's also an ancestral message, okay? Exactly. They brought forth us to make change, but how can we make change if we don't speak up and reclaim our power as Goddess Isis is telling us? And we're being helped by so many divine masters, ascended masters, you guys. These people have transcended all of this stuff. They've lived incarnations in bodies, okay, of all over, in many realms, not just in Earth, and they're helping us for a reason. It says this work can be overwhelming, okay? So the universe won't place any expectations or pressure on you, but just make, it's saying the universe is asking you to make the small shifts. You are showing those around you what is possible. Exactly, okay? So they're not saying that you have to quit your job. What they're saying is try to speak up for yourself. See if you can get your employers to make these adjustments. If they do, it could trickle out and help everyone, okay? 1111, as I said that. So when you, okay, like say you brought to your employer's attention that everyone in the whole company needs 30 minutes a day of just peace. Or maybe your company can develop a meditation room for all the employees. That's so simple and not expensive and an easy thing they can do. And that room could have sound bowls in it, beautiful music playing, mats for people to lay on, essential oils. Nobody even has to be in that room, okay? Like, it's not like they have to hire another person to do this. They just need to set up a meditative place for people to go and have peace. 1144, as I said that. Do you realize how easy it is to do what I'm saying? So what I'm hearing is that your health, your physical health, is directly connected to balance. And this literally says set boundaries with your work, okay? But calling your power back and bringing in the star people, because they have ascended, you guys. They have achieved advanced civilizations that care for the collective, 1212, as I said that, as much as the leaders. What we had here was an imbalance where only the leaders were being cared for and the collective was drowning. 222, as I said that. So we're tipping that. We're turning that over. This is leading to another message. I already hear it because Jesus told me this one the other day. I'm going to have to make another video about this. But yeah, he's showing me the tables being turned. And when he went into the temple at that time, he turned the tables over in the temple and really was enraged at them having made the house of his father a cave of robbers, a business. Okay. Now I'm going to make that message separate because there's more to it, but I just want to say this about that. We can no longer allow the collective to suffer for the few. Okay. There needs to be recalibration, rebalance. And what I'm hearing is these people that have all this money, I mean, I'm talking extreme wealth, they owe us. I literally am hearing them say it. They owe you. And I'm not saying to go be disrespectful to your employers. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about go out in your yard, connect with the stars and nature, and make a divine decree that states, 1331 as I said this. Guys, this is so powerful. I call my power back from those who siphoned the energy of humanity for their own well-being, and now we call it back. We demand an equalizing. That is biblical. The equalizing is actually scriptural. The apostle talks about the equalizing amongst all. Okay? They actually owe you. They didn't just rob you, they robbed your ancestors. This has been going on for thousands of years. It is now going to be paid back. The first message showed doors opening and money coming in, 1414. Do you understand what's happening? The power is being tipped back into the collective. We won't do it anymore. Right? That's like saying, you know, I'm not going to clean up your messes anymore, y'all. There's a little hummingbird. Oh, he's so cute. We won't do it. Sorry. I thought I heard my kitty. She must be around here somewhere. Okay. So, yeah. Guys. Wow. Okay. Let me ask them what else they want me to show. Is there one from here that you want? Guys, what did I just say about doors? Door to spirit, 32. Sacred number 32 also represents the 5, okay, in numerology. The Holy Spirit, you see the dove? The door is open. The crown is activated. Oh my God, see? This is about money too, okay? Man holding the coin, you see that? Wow, okay. What do you want me to say about this? Yeah. This goes back to the message they told me to make about Jesus, but he went in and he turned the tables upside down, okay? The scales are tipping over to the feminine, you guys. It's almost like he's the reverse, okay? So it's, and this doesn't matter whether you're male or female, this message applies to anyone watching. If you got this message today, if you heard this, it's for you, okay? Whether you're a man or a woman, or whatever gender you identify with, that's not the point. The point is the patriarchy dominated for thousands of years and stole from the collective. And if you look at the feminine as representing creation, okay, creativity, arts, like when I read about Lady Venus, the arts, the songs, the writing, the paintings, all the things. So the creative collective represents that feminine energy. And everyone has it, male or female. We all have the feminine energy. But the society that we've been living in has favored the masculine energy, that need to feel like they have to work, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? You need both your masculine and your feminine, but what we're doing here is we're tipping the scale. We're saying, you know what? The way we're going to get money is not going to be the same way as we did in the past, okay? We're going to open doors for a healthier way of doing things. We're going to tip the scale. We're going to recalibrate this. I would like more information too. What are you saying? Okay. Yep. Kuan Yin. Care and compassion. Wow. Choose to be loved. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. And Kuan Yin has always been one of my great healers. She's helped me so many times. Very much a dragon energy. Very gentle and sweet, but powerful too. Okay. And if you looked at like, I'm asking her because they're showing me something. There's dragons on this coin. Yeah. And do you see that it's also like a Chinese yen? Am I saying the right coin? Do you see that? I could be getting that wrong, but doesn't that look like that to you? So see, do you see how she's backing up this message? That we're not going to make it the way we used to. Overworking, overmasculated. Care and compassion is how we're now going to generate abundance. And first of all, abundance in your health. Your health is so important, you guys. If you are sacrificing everything for your work, how can you live? How can you carry on this way? You can't. Gentle with self. They said that is the message, Miranda. Be gentle with yourself. Me and you and all of us, okay? They're saying to pull one more from here. Beloved. Prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. Aww. Beloved. What I'm getting from that with this whole message is that you are beloved. Your life partner is the Christ. This is something God taught me through my awakening, that my truest love is Christ. And I love him so deeply. Like, it's like he's been my everything. And he always would tell me that. Like, when I would channel him, he would say, I've been your everything. Your father, mother, partner, brother, sister. He's like, I'm your everything. 1919, as I said that. And what I mean by this is, if you understand that the Christ is masculine and feminine, balanced alignment, that being Christed represents ascension, someone who has ascended, an ascended master, okay? And you are beloved by the Christ, okay? And really what Christ is wanting for you is your ascension, your rising. You're calling your power back, okay? As you call your power back, you'll be able to balance your masculine and your feminine. You will be able to achieve sacred union. Sacred union is that process of calibrating both sides to yourself, the masculine and the feminine, okay? Interestingly, when you do that and you come to a place of balance, you're going to feel a lot better, you guys. Your health is going to improve, and so is the health of the collective. But also, that passion for work will come back to you. That masculine drive to physically work will come back, but it will come back because you gave yourself care and compassion, and also because you've revealed what you love, okay? So when I pivoted my business, and I talked about this in the first reading, my passion came back, you guys, because I was like, ooh, I get to do a session today, or I get to do a reading, or I get to do a sound tuning. It brought my passion for getting up and going back. Now, I've always been a hard worker. I've been self-employed most of my life, always a hard worker. I've been that person that would keep multiple jobs just to do whatever I had to do, right? But now I work with my joy, and I work with my passion, and it has revealed to me how much Christ loves me, and how much I love him, and how much I love Mary Magdalene, 111 as I said that, and my connection to the angelic realms. And so much has happened because I opened the door to spirit. And yeah, it's super important. I know, you guys, all the little bugs are around. They love it. They love when I sound tune. But do you understand? I gave myself compassion, and this is what came from it. And that's what you're being called to do right now. You want to tip the scale? You want to go in and turn the temple upside down? Okay. Care and compassion. And this is leading to your money, okay? This is leading to your abundance, your abundant living. It's opening the door for spirit to help you. I feel like some of you know this. Like, that's what they just said. They know. They're not listening. So someone's trying to tell you, slow down. Take care of yourself. It's like your ancestors. I feel a grandmother spirit. What are you trying to say? Yeah, she's saying something. There's a grandmother in this. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So whoever this is, or maybe there's many of you, you know your angels have been trying to get you to do this. We need you here, they said. You must self-care. To remain in this realm, you have to stand up. And this is Spirit's way of making you stand up. And it doesn't mean you don't love and respect the companies you've worked for. We appreciate what we have been given, right? Opportunities for work are a blessing. It doesn't have to be terrible. What we're being called to do is help these companies modify their policies by speaking up. And that includes the state, okay? Showing them gentler ways of helping the community and helping their employees. And be willing to move on if they don't, and trust God to give you more. What happens when we close a door? Another one opens. Okay, so when God closes a door, guess what? That's because there's another opportunity that he needs you to see. So trust. I'm hearing trust is super important right now. Very important. Sorry guys, I'm stretching my legs. So yeah, something really good is going to come from this. The mother. Wisdom. There's your feminine. She's helping us with our abundance. She's forcing us to speak up with care and compassion for ourselves and tell the truth about the lives we've lived and the struggle under the oppression of the patriarchy. Yeah, she's telling us speak our truth, okay? And everything, by the way, was a result of this. All the oppression you've seen has stemmed from the oppression of the feminine. And God told me that years ago when I first started awakening, and I would feel so hurt in my heart over different groups that were struggling. Anybody, some country or some people, or, you know, the children in this place or that place. I would always feel so hurt in my heart over watching anybody struggle. But God would always come back and say, Miranda, more than any group, more than any country, more than any group of people, more than any religion, women and children are the most oppressed of all time in this realm. And that was his way of starting to teach me what happened with the divine feminine, okay? And he brought my attention to that as he led me to Mary Magdalene. So it's, what we have been through here has been horrific. And so many good things are on the cusp of happening and starting to happen. If we want to be part of that movement to really bring it through, balance. Call your power back. Ask Lady Venus, okay? Paul the Venetian, I believe he's known for art. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. So like, get into your creative arts. Painting really helps me. I paint angelics, I paint visions from God, and it really helps me. It might help you as well. It's gonna open these doors, you guys. That care and compassion and doing things you love, that's gonna actually open doors. It's gonna actually bring you money. And Mother is supporting us, sacred mothers, okay? The Hathors of Egypt, the Pleiadians, I'm hearing the Blue Avians, all the star people, you guys are supporting us. We are beloved. We are beloved. And for some of you, this can be romance coming, okay? And that makes sense, okay? When you realign your life and you get balanced and you start choosing yourself, what happens? Your partner comes, okay? Your trusted soul partner is there. They've always been there, but they can't find you if they can't see you. If you're not being authentic, how are they going to find you? So see, go back to balance. If you want your partner, you have to be yourself, and then your true partner will come. Yep. I just feel like that's so strong. Do you want me to say anything about this? That's it? The next message. Okay. The next message is going to be about Yeshua turning the tables upside down in the temple. Okay. So if you're interested in that, pop on over to the next one. And I love you guys. I hope this helps. I felt like somebody needed to hear it. Your health is important and everything is healable. Jesus is telling me to tell you that everything is healable. Don't let anybody tell you you can't heal. Yes, you can. But you must choose yourself to do it. Okay? And brighten your viewpoint, he says. There is hope. Okay? He loves you and I love you. And yeah, let's do this, you guys. Let's be magical.